Good evening, dear students. Hope all of you doing great. Myself Balakrishna Virala, faculty of Made Easy. I will be teaching programming and data structures and operating system. Hope you have written your exam well, and here we are going to discuss various questions, memory based questions which we have received. Okay, so just give me the comment, how was your exam and how you felt, whether it's easy, moderate or difficult. So I received so many messages, and most of the students are saying that was moderate. So both the papers are moderate, genuinely, right? For some student it may be difficult, maybe because of some lengthy questions, but whatever the questions which we have received, I feel they are moderate questions. Okay, fine. So please do comment, okay, right, based on the questions which we are going to discuss, whether the data is correct, whether values and options are correct. Okay, let's see. So the first we will discuss programming and data structure, and I have received couple of questions which I felt they are really very easy. Okay, right. See, programming and data structures, you can just have a look, and this is question is based on the basic pointers, pointer arithmetic. Okay, right. Yeah, good evening all of you. Aman, right, Nitin Kumar, okay, right. So please observe this question, integer main double, okay, a of 2. So is having simple array, okay, right. So you are having two elements here, so not much complication, only two elements are there in the array, okay, right. So let's say it is 20.0 and the next one is what, 25.0, right. So this is 0th element and this is the first element. Okay, so don't worry what is the size of that and what is the, okay, right, every element will take how much size, that is not given and that is not required also, right. So first he is saying p equal to a. Now always I will say like array name without subscript, array name without subscript will always point to what, 0th element, 0th element, that is a base address. Array name without subscript, array name means it will give the base address, so that's base address of what, 0th element. So it means p is pointing to what, p is pointing to 0th element. Okay, it means it is pointing to this. And the next, if you observe q equal to p plus 1, see what he is doing here, p is a pointer, see the declaration of the p here, p is a pointer, so he is saying p plus 1, so it means pointer arithmetic. What is the important line, important statement you study, whenever you increment a pointer, it will increment with respect to size of the element to which it is pointing to. Very clear statement. So whenever you increment a pointer, it will increment with respect to size of the element to which it is pointing to, correct. So he is saying that p plus 1, so p is pointing to this 0th element, and if I say p plus 1 is assigned to q, so it means q will point to what, the next element here, that means like first element. Okay, so these two lines are completed. Now print a percentage integer q minus p. Now tell me, q minus p means, first of all, subtraction between two pointers is allowed? Yes. So subtraction between two pointers is allowed, okay, only if both are pointing to the same array and size of the element must be same. Okay, right, don't get confused. So here size of the element both are same, here size is it pointing to only one element, okay, right, size is same. So indirectly if I say q minus p, okay, right, what is the difference here, difference is only one element, so this will print what, 1. And next if you see the star q minus star p, p is pointed to this element, star q means what, 25, this is 25, minus star p, value at the location p, that is 20. So what is the difference, 5. So just to avoid the confusion, he typecasted to integer, so there is no confusion at all, so very clear typecasting is given. So maybe one semicolon missing, so don't worry about simple typing mistakes. So the right answer is what, this one is 5 and this one is 1. So the first output you print on the screen is 1 and second one is 5. So the right answer we go with what, C. C is the right answer. Is this clear for everyone? Right. Okay, right. So most of you giving the correct answer, like this is easy question. So generally we solve more difficult and complicated questions in the pointers. Okay, fine. And the next, this question is based on the stack, concept of the stack and push and pop operation. So again that is also a basic question, right, easy question only. The question is saying S1 stack 1 indirectly capacity is 4 and stack 2 capacity is what, 2. Okay, and stack 1 is having these elements 100, 200, 300 and 400, and stack 2 is not having any elements and size is what 2 only. And next okay, if you want to push the element into the S2, you have to do this. If you want to push the element into the S1, you have to do this. So what is saying here, if you want to push the element into the S2, pop from S1 and push into S2. मतलब क्या है, अगर S2 में अगर आपको पुश करना है, S1 में से पॉप करना होगा और S2 में पुश करना होगा. और नेक्स्ट पुश टू द S1. ओके, S1 में अगर पुश करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, पॉप फ्रॉम S2, S2 में से पॉप करो और S1 में पुश करो, राइट. सो दिस इज द रूल्स गिवन. And next he is saying okay, generate the output. Output will be generated, pop the top elements from the S1 and print. So if you want to generate the output, you should always delete from what, S1 only. S1 में से ही pop करना पड़ेगा आपको, right. Understand here? So simple question, correct? Right. So what is he saying here, which of the following sequence of output, which of the following sequence of output can be generated? Okay, now you think of it. So the basic okay, I mean you have to do push and pop operations and with respect to the stack property. What is the stack property? Okay, first in last out, last in first out. The basic rule you have to follow, correct? Yes or no? So I think this is a MSQ, this is a MSQ question, right? Yeah, so he's saying which can be generated, can be generated. So remember, I mean I have received it as a can be generated. In case if the question is asking cannot be generated, so that also you can do, right? So I think yeah, so it is MSQ, fine. So everyone, most of you saying MSQ, right? Okay, so let us try to understand. First of all, option A is possible or not possible. Just check out what is option A saying. First you want to print what, 200. Now imagine how 200 is possible. See, 200 is here, I want to print 200. What you have to do, first you delete this, pop from here and push into what, S1, S2, sorry, push into what, S2. And next, first you want 200, please understand here. So it means you want to keep the top of the stack as what, 200. So then what you do, pop from here, pop the 300 and push into what, S2. Remember, S2 size is only 2, you cannot insert, you cannot push any other element. Okay, fine. So now, is it possible to generate 200 here? Yes. Remember, if you want to print, you should always print from the S1 only. So now what I will do, I will remove this S1, S1 को हटा के मैं यहाँ पे प्रिंट करूँगा. See the first output में मैं क्या प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ, 200 प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, right. So 200 प्रिंट किया. Now the top of the stack is what, 100. Now S2 is having what, 300 and 400, correct. Now tell me what is the next output you want, 300. Now tell me 300 is possible? Yes. How 300 possible? So I will pop this 300 from here and push into what, S1. 300 को यहाँ पे push करूँगा, correct. उसके बाद 300 को push करने के बाद 300 को मैं pop करूँगा. So if I pop this 300, now 300 will be generated. Okay, fine. And next you want 400. So same way, if you want 400, I will pop from the S2 and push into the S1, and I will pop from the S1. S1 में से pop करूँगा. So then you will get the 400. And next you want 100. So then I will pop from S1 and I will print it here. Okay. See, remember this sequence, okay, is possible. So option A is possible. Correct? MSQ question, option A is possible. We have solved the way more tough questions. Yes, sir. Hira Khan is saying very good. Dhruv Bharadwaj, yes, sir. Hira Khan is saying, sir, we have solved the way very tough questions. Yes, sir. Okay, very tough questions we solved in the class. So this is, I mean, very easy, right? Very good. And Dhruv Bharadwaj is saying, yeah, okay, pointer subtraction. Okay, fine, that is fine. So next, now come back to the next option B. Option B is possible or not possible? Let us try to understand. Option B, first you want 100 to be printed. So I will write it here. So let's say you are having S1. So I am just trying to generate option B. So this is 100, 200, see here 300 and 400. See, remember S2 size is 2 and S2 is not having an element. Now tell me, first you want to generate 100. Now tell me, is it possible, right? Because we need to print only from S1, okay, and size of S2 is only 2. that is the condition, correct? So first I will pop the 400 from here and I will push into here, and I will pop 300 from here and I will push into this. That's it. I cannot do any other thing. Now if you want to print, the first value you print is what? 200. See, first value 100 is not possible. With respect to the condition he has given, printing 200 is not possible, correct? So this is not possible, right? Now come to the option C here. Option C is saying first 400 you want, okay? Let's try this one here, option C, okay? So I'll write it here, right? So this is your option B and this is your option A. Now option C is possible or not possible, just check it out. So very basic question only, right? 100 and 200 and 300, okay, 400, okay. So S2 size is what? 2 and there is no element in the S2, correct? Come back to this option C. First you want 400. Now tell me 400 is possible? Yes, obviously, because top of the stack is 400 only. So first I will simply pop this and directly in the output, okay, you will get the 400, okay. So 400 के बाद इसको क्या चाहिए बताओ? 300 चाहिए, सर 200 चाहिए. Now 200 चाहिए, तो top of the stack is 300. So what I will do? I will simply pop this 300 and I will push into what? S2, correct? And next you want what? 200. Now the top of the stack is 200. So I will simply pop this and I will print it here. So 400 के बाद 200 आ गया, right? And उसके बाद 100 चाहिए. Anyway, top of the stack is 100. I will simply pop this and I will print the 100. And the next you want 300. So 300 I am going to pop from here and I will push into the S1. Stack 1 में push करूँगा और उसके बाद stack 1 से pop करूँगा and I will print it here. So remember, so this output sequence is very much possible. Yes or no? Right? Okay. Right. English speaker Akash is saying, चलो ठीक है, हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों बात करते, चलो ठीक है, okay. So option C is very much possible. Okay, fine. अब बताओ ऑप्शन डी कैसे ला पाओगे आप? ऑप्शन डी में क्या बोल रहे हैं? फर्स्ट आपको 300 पहले चाहिए, उसके बाद 200, 400 एंड 100. सो कैसे पुश पॉप करें तो आप ये सीक्वेंस आप ला सकते हो, राइट? ऐसा आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो आई विल राइट इट हियर. ऑप्शन सी यहाँ पे लिखूंगा, ठीक है? ऑप्शन सी में ओके, सो आई विल राइट इट हियर, इट्स ओके. सो S1 में क्या एलिमेंट्स है? 100, ओके, 200, 300 एंड 400. सो S2 का साइज ओके 2 है और इसमें कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है. अब बताओ ऑप्शन डी में पहले आपको 300 चाहिए. बताइए फर्स्ट, अगर आपको पहले 300 चाहिए तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? वेरी सिंपल. सो पहले 400 को पॉप करो एंड S2 में पुश करो, S2 में पुश करो. हाँ, तो क्या होगा उसके बाद? S1 में टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक 300 है, तो नाउ सिंपली पॉप द 300. देखो आउटपुट में पहले 300 आप ला सकते हो, ठीक है? देखो पहले 300 आ गया. हाँ, उसके बाद 300 के बाद क्या चाहिए बताओ? 200 चाहिए. नाउ 200 चाहिए, एनीवे टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक इज 200, सिंपली पॉप दैट एंड 200, ओके, यू कैन प्रिंट. एंड उसके बाद क्या है? 400. इफ यू वांट 400, सो सिंपली पॉप फ्रॉम द S2 एंड पुश इनटू व्हाट? S1. S1 में पुश करो और S1 में से पॉप करो, सो नाउ 400 आ जाएगा. और नेक्स्ट उसके बाद लास्ट में 100 चाहिए, तो 100 तो S1 में टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक है, तो यू सिंपली पॉप फ्रॉम हियर, सो 100 को यहाँ पे प्रिंट करो, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑप्शन सी. ऑप्शन सी इज पॉसिबल. सी सॉरी, ऑप्शन डी है, सॉरी. Okay, so option D is also possible. So what is not possible is only option B is not possible. Okay, so I am assuming, okay, in the question is asking the ken पूछा है, तो आपको obviously MSQ होगा, right? So A, C, D will be your answer. So अगर MSQ है, okay, A, C, D, A, C, D आंसर और ken होना चाहिए. ken है तो 3 options are possible. So is the question correct? Yeah, everybody is saying question is correct. या हीरा खान, यस बेटा, अपन तो बहुत टफ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए थे इससे वाला, राइट? ओके, अगर आपके पास और ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस हैं तो प्लीज सेंड इन ए ग्रुप और पर्सनली यू कैन सेंड अ मैसेज ऑन व्हाट्सएप, सो विल डिस्कस दोस क्वेश्चंस, राइट? ओके, फाइन. सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द PDF, राइट? PDS, राइट? वेरी इजी ओनली, राइट? ओके, वेयर यू फाइंड डिफिकल्टी? And this question, I mean, I find very easy, right? So simply you execute directly, you will get the answer. I mean, frankly speaking, no need to explain also, right? So generally we solve static variable, static scoping, dynamic scoping, and pointers, okay, call by reference, so much complicated questions, and this is very basic question, right? I mean, you are lucky in case you are getting this kind of questions, you are very lucky. अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आपको मिल गया तो वेरी लकी, आई विल से, राइट? राइट। देखो ये क्वेश्चन क्या बोल रहे हैं, फर्स्ट यू स्टार्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग फ्रॉम मेन। सो एफ फंक्शन एफ को कॉल कर रहे हैं जी ऑफ 10, फंक्शन एफ के अंदर जी को कॉल कर रहा है, यू आर पासिंग 10। सो 10 अगर आप पास कर रहे हैं तो जी में आप क्या रिसीव करोगे, पी में 10 रिसीव करोगे। सी व्हाट इज द पी वैल्यू हियर, 10, ओके सॉरी 10। डायरेक्टली प्रिंट परसेंटेज डी पी, पी में क्या है बताओ, 10 है, पी इज अ लोकल वेरिएबल, ज्यादा कुछ सोचने का है नहीं। सो फर्स्ट आउटपुट में क्या प्रिंट होगा बताओ, 10 प्रिंट होगा, ओके। एंड रिटर्न पी बोल रहा है, सो दिस फंक्शन रिटर्न टाइप इंटीजर, पी रिटर्न कर रहे हैं, तो पी में 10 है तो 10 रिटर्न होगा। देखो यहाँ पे 10 रिटर्न हो गया आपका। अब नेक्स्ट h ऑफ 20, h फंक्शन h को कॉल कर रहे हैं, 20 पास किया, सो देखो 20 पास किया, सो दैट इज रिसीव्ड इन द क्यू, क्यू में रिसीव किया 20, राइट। प्रिंट परसेंटेज क्यू, क्यू में 20 है तो 20 प्रिंट होगा, दैट्स इट। उसके बाद रिटर्न क्यू है, क्यू में 20 है तो 20 विल बी रिटर्न्ड, सो 20 विल कम हियर, करेक्ट। नाउ यू नीड टू एवेल्युएट फंक्शन एफ, एफ में भी क्या पास कर रहे हैं, 10 20 पास कर रहे हैं, फंक्शन एफ में 10 पास किया, ओके। सो इसका मतलब x में आया 10 और y में आया 20, दैट्स इट, okay, because first parameter 10, second parameter is 20, so first one is coming into x, second one is coming into y, so he is again calling g of x। देखो फंक्शन g को कॉल कर रहा है, x पास कर रहा है, x का वैल्यू 10 है तो 10 is received into g here, okay, function g में again the p value 10 only, right? Now again you say printf percentage d p, what is the p value, that is 10 only, because 10 पास किया तो 10 ही होगा फिर से, so now again the output is 10। नेक्स्ट, सो रिटर्न पी कर रहा है, सो उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, राइट। नेक्स्ट, एंड उसके बाद क्या है, h ऑफ 20, एफ में 20 पास किया, तो 20 पास किया तो फंक्शन एफ में यहाँ पे, ओके, h ऑफ y, सो देखो y में अगेन, y में क्या वैल्यू था 20, सो अगेन 20 इज रिसीव्ड इनटू द क्यू, एंड प्रिंटफ परसेंटेज क्यू है तो क्यू में 20 है तो नेक्स्ट अगेन 20 होगा, ओके, राइट। सो रिटर्न क्यू, सो इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, सो इज नॉट रिसीविंग एनीथिंग, सो व्हाट इज आउटपुट, दैट्स इट। सो पूरा प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट हो गया, सो 10 20 10 20। I don't understand, okay, what is this question, right? So you are very lucky, right? In case if you solve this question, you are very lucky. So very simple. Generally we discuss very tough complicated concepts like static variable, static scoping, call by reference, okay, right? So many things, dynamic scoping, so this is, I mean, all these questions are very simple and straightforward. And next, if anybody is having operating system questions, so please send. And I came to know that one question is from CPU scheduling and is asking average waiting time using shortage of first and SRDF. That was a question from operating system. So actually we don't have the actual data मेरे पास नहीं था, so इसलिए मैं discuss नहीं कर रहा हूँ. And one more question was there from operating system with respect to semaphore. Okay, somebody told that and they have sent the question, but I am not having the complete data, that question also, okay, what is the actually output he is asking, okay, the question, I mean, I have not received the, okay, complete question. So if anybody is having complete question from the operating systems and any other question from the programming and data structures, so please send me a message, right? So I will come back again and I will discuss, okay, right? So hope you guys enjoyed, okay, right, the paper. So whatever is happened, okay, right, whatever the way you have written, so don't take the tension, there are so many other options left, so just enjoy your day, just relax, okay, right, okay, don't take any tensions, okay, right. So my friend will discuss some other subject, okay, right, please stay connected. Thank you so much.
Good evening, dear students. Warm welcome. Morning shift in CSC, the aptitude questions were much more on the lighter and simpler side. In the morning, we were able to recover all 8 questions in aptitude. Here, I'm able to get only 4 questions which are memory based according to whatever students has given us a feedback about. So it appears that the given questions which are available to us are much more on the easier side. So I will say aptitude section of this paper was in particularly on the easier side as compared to last few years. The morning was the easiest one in the entire decade. This also appears to be simple based upon the 4 questions which I have. Let's move on to the discussion. So I hope everything have been done in the class here. The paper setter had delighted you by giving these easy questions. Now, if it's a case of common CP, a person sold 2 different items at the same price, sell hai, iska matlab they have a common CP. He made 10% profit in the one and 10% loss in the other, then the percentage में profit loss होगा. 2 articles are sold at a common SP. Please mind one thing, common SP. This was a rule that have been in your notes as well. Common SP of capital S, each one is sold at a profit of P%, another at a loss of P%, then effectively always there is a loss, and the percentage of the loss will be given by P square upon 100 percentage. पूरा का पूरा derivation class notes में भी है, आपके formula भी है. So here first thing is sold at a profit of 10%, second thing at a loss of 10%, P square upon 100 will come out to be 1%, and it is always going to be loss. You can see the complete derivation as well. Had it been, what is the value of loss? Value of loss will be given by 2p square s divided by 100 square minus p square. He's not asking loss, he's asking loss percentage. I will write for those who want to those who are having paper tomorrow. This is the value of loss. He's not asking value of loss, he's asking value of loss percentage, which is p square upon 100. पूरा derivation आपके notes में भी है. Derivation is not required. In particularly a very common question from different PSUs. Number 2, अगर कॉमन सीपी होता है, यहां पे सोल्ड है तो कॉमन एसपी है. कॉमन सीपी के लिए देयर इज नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस, प्रॉफिट लॉस, प्रॉफिट परसेंट, लॉस परसेंट, एवरीथिंग हैव टू बी जीरो. You can refer to the notes. But here he is asking about common SP. So in case of common SP, overall effectively there is always a loss which is given by P square upon 100%. P is 10 here, right? उनमें अगर ये values different होती, उसका भी पूरा derivation have been given to you in your notes. Anyhow, the easiest one in the, so we started with the easiest one. Effectively there is always a loss which is given by P square upon 100. Now this is again a absolutely sitter by all means, and nobody should have missed this one as well. So we have here 6, we have here 9, we have here 14. This is the missing number. We have here 30, we have here 41. पहला धर्म क्या होना चाहिए? The first thing is look for the difference. So if we look for the difference here, it is coming out to be 3, and then it is coming out to be 5. Consecutive odd number. Let me try the next consecutive odd number, which is difference of 7. So here it comes out to be 21. Let's see whether it follows or not. Next consecutive odd number 3, 5, 7. Then we have here 9, 21 and 9 will come out to be 30, and then 11, which will come out to be 41. Everything satisfies. Difference in the terms are consecutive odd numbers beginning from 3. First odd number beginning from 3, then we have here 5, then we have here 7 is the difference, missing term is going to be 21, then we have 9, then we have 11. A standard 8th one. Now this is, we need to understand fundamental rule, log m plus log n is equal to log mn, and n log m is equal to log m power n, right? So merely no need of कोई भी माहौल बनाने की आवश्यकता बिल्कुल नहीं है. डायरेक्टली वी शुड हैव रिटन ये इक्वेशन x प्लस वाई बाई 2 लॉग के अंदर है. ये log m प्लस log n विल बिकम log xy. log xy हाफ log xy. So this internal term will become log xy, and half will move to the power. So it is log xy square root of that. Log xy half power. log x plus y by 2 is equal to log xy power half. Log x plus y by 2 is equal to log xy power half. No need of doing all this thing. Directly you could have written x plus y by 2 should be equal to root of xy, because the question is asking x by y, y by x. We need to square it, so squaring both the side x, directly you need to reach here, and after that you can directly reach here. X plus y by 2 is equal to root of xy. Xy ka power half means root of xy. Root of xy, which is eventually equal to square both side. X plus y whole square by 4 is equal to xy. So x plus y whole square is equal to 4xy. यहाँ से क्या आएगा, x square y square plus 2xy. 2xy goes here, we'll be left with only 2xy. 4xy minus 2xy. So x square plus y square is equal to 2xy divided by xy. Divide by xy, x square by xy will come out to be x by y. Y square by xy will come out to be y by x. X by y, y by x. Only 2 will be remaining here, which is the answer. An easy one by all means, right? So here is an interesting one. Here is an interesting one, but this was also managed in the class. A cube is to be cut into 8 pieces of equal size and shape, identical, which in my notes it is identical smaller equal cubes. Equal भी है और smaller और identical भी है. Exactly size and shape same है, so we can call them identical. Here, each cut should be straight and it should not stop until it reaches the opposite end, the other end of the cube. The minimum number of such cut required. Now please see here, because we are getting 8, so 8 को possibly the easiest way we can write it as 2 into 2 into 2. That means length have to be divided into 2 parts, width have to be divided into 2 parts, and height as well have to be divided into 2 equal part. तो हमने यहाँ पे क्या करा, लेंथ के हमने करे 2 पार्ट. लेंथ के ये लीजिए ब्लू लाइन से, लेंथ हैव बीन डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 पार्ट्स. द ग्रीन लाइन विड्थ इनटू 2 पार्ट. height have been divided into 2 part through yellow line. This is length have been complete cut inside, width have been complete cut up till here, and height have been complete cut the slice over here. So 2 into 2 into 2 will come out to be 8. Length के कितने पार्ट करे 2, width के कितने पार्ट करे 2, height के कितने पार्ट करे 2. But for dividing length into 2 part, how many cuts have to be introduced? Length have to be divided into 2 parts. Single cut have to be introduced along the height. Single cut have been introduced along the length, and single cut have been done along the width. Whenever we put one cut along the length, length will be divided into 2 parts. One cut along the width, width will be divided, and one cut along the height, height will be divided into 2 parts. 2 into 2 into 2, which will eventually come out to be 8. Now eventually we can do it for any other thing. अगर होता 27, यहाँ पे 8 वाला था, तो लेंथ में हमने कितने कट डाले 1, विड्थ में कितने कट डाले 1, हाइट में कितने कट डाले 1. सो हमने 3 कट से ये अचीव कर लिया 8 पार्ट्स में. देख लीजिए ऊपर से, देखिए 4 क्यूब नजर आते हैं, 1 2 3 4. ऊपर से देखिए, चढ़ जाइए इसके ऊपर, reach on to the top. There are 4 cubes and 2 such layers are there. This is layer 1 and this is layer 2. 4 plus 4. 4 cube ऊपर नजर आते हैं, 4 cubes are there at the top and there are 2 such layers. Same thing, had it been into 27 equal parts, तो क्या होता, length have to be divided into 3, width into 3, height into 3. तो length में हमने ये देखिए कट कितने डाले, 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करने के लिए लेंथ में हम डालते 2 कट, विड्थ में हम डालते 2 कट, विड्थ में थॉरली इनसाइड तक पूरा, लेंथ में 2 कट, विड्थ में 2 कट, और हाइट में भी 2 कट. 2 plus 2 plus 2, answer would have been 6. Now quickly, this was for 8, hence the answer is only 3 cut. Length into 2 part, width into 2 part, height into 2 part. For breaking it into 2 part, 1 cut have to be introduced. For breaking it 1 cut and 1 cut. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. Here 3 into 3 into 3. For dividing it into 27 equal cubes. How many? 2 cut, 2 cut, 2 cut. Overall 6 cuts have to be introduced. अब अगर आप मेरे को यहाँ पे बताएं 27 होता तो 3 into 3 into 3 होता, यहाँ पे we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 कट, यहाँ पे होता 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 6 कट. अब अगर हमारा 64 होता, 64 equal cube 4 into 4 into 4. I hope I need not to draw it. If there would have been 64 equal cubes, 4 into 4 into 4 will eventually come out to be 64. What we need to see, चार पार्ट में यदि लेंथ को डिवाइड करना है तो कितने कट हमें वहां पे डालने होंगे, 3 कट. 3 कट, 4 पार्ट हो गया 3 कट से. विड्थ को भी देखिए बिल्कुल एकदम से क्लियर हो जाएगा, 1 2 3 4, एंड हियर एज वेल 4 इक्वल पार्ट. हाइट 1 2 3 कट से 4 इक्वल पार्ट में हो जाता है. 3 कट से 4 इक्वल पार्ट. हाउ मेनी कट? 1 कट, 2 कट, 3 cut will divide it into 4 equal parts. Same thing is happening here. 3 cut will divide it into 4 equal parts and same thing will apply here. तो अगर हमारा क्वेश्चन होता 27, आंसर आता कितना? 6. यदि हमारा यहां पे क्वेश्चन होता 64 इक्वल तो आंसर आता हमारा 9. So we have here answer for 8 will come out to be length into 1 part, width into 1 part, height into 1 part. Overall 3 cuts, minimum number of cuts will be equal to 3. So I hope it is absolutely clear with everybody. The aptitude section, according to me, whatever 4 questions I have here, I have introduced the complete theory portion behind it as well, which was never required. Absolute consider by all means, which is x square. Directly we should have reached here, and from here we can square it and we could reach this line directly. And direct answer x by y by x should be equal to 2. Here if we see below par, standard 8th one, and not even a standard 10th one, and direct from the formula. So here I think I'm not having other questions, right? You can provide us with the question. CS altogether aptitude have been much more on the easier side. Now let's see how you have shaped up the exam, and what else, any other question if you remember. Chaliye, thank you so much. Rise higher, shine brighter. All the best for all your endeavors.
Hi dear students, I was able to get only one question from English part, that is based on analogy. Analogy means it is nothing but the knowledge of vocabulary with a little logic. If you observe this, walk, jog, sprint, what do you find? One thing common. One thing that is common among all these 3 words is walk, moving, right? Walking is moving slowly with steps, jogging is running slowly with small steps, and sprinting is just the opposite of it, running with extreme level of pace. So that means if you carefully observe, though all of them have similar meaning, what is the actual difference? The difference lies in the intensity of the words. Same with this. Now we look at this. Bothered is the first word, daunted is the third word, and you need to find out the word that has to be in the middle. The word should also give the same meaning that is given by bothered and daunted. What do you think is the meaning of bothered and daunted? That is negative. If somebody is bothered, that person is worried. Daunted is extreme level of worry to an extent that person gets frightened. So the only word that has that negative sense, that gives the sense of disturbed, is phased. Answer is A. A is the answer. Oh yes, that is phased. Phased is the answer. Phased means distressed. So it is a vocabulary based question, and unfortunately only one question was available. Whatever. So my dear friends, best of luck. Wait for the next subject.
So, good evening. So, as per the questions whatever I got, the computer networks questions are very easy. Just like the morning session, the questions in the evening sections also very easy. So, as per the information in the first question I got regarding the CIDR. So, this is a very easy question. So, CIDR stands for what? Classless interdomain routing notation. So, they have given the range of addresses how much, like a 10 dot, okay, 12 dot, 2.0 to 10 dot, 12 dot, 3.255. Okay, so this is the range they have given, and it is the CIDR notation. So, from the options you can see here it is from which number 2.0 to 3.255. You can see the count value is 512. So, how you got this 512? You can observe that from 2.0 to 2.255, this will be 256 addresses. So, now you can see the 2 series is completed. So, now you can have what? 3 series. So, 3.0 to 3.255. Okay, so you can say 3.255 is the ending number. So, here also you had 256 addresses. So, total addresses are how many? 512. So, basically what is the meaning of 512? 512 is 2 power 9. So, what is 2 power 9? It is 2 power 32 minus 23. So, this 23 is the supernet mask. So, from the given options you can see where is the slash 23? It is at option D. So, what is a number? Like a 10 dot, okay, 12 dot, 2.0 slash 23. So, you can see this mask is matching with this mask. So, basically they are asking the entire range, okay, representing with this mask slash 23. So, in the remaining options you can see slash 24 means what? It is only representing the 256 addresses. If it is slash 24 means what? 2 power 32 minus 24. So, 2 power 8 means what? Only 256 addresses. But you can observe we had 512 addresses. Same like that, if you observe option B, it is slash 22 means 2 power 32 minus 22, it is 2 power 10. It is exceeding the limit of how much you got here, it is 512. So, that is also not the answer. And it is slash 22, that is also not the answer. The only answer is what? D is the answer, because 20, okay, fine. What about, I got the second question regarding what they asked regarding what? IP packet. So, basically in the network layer, in the IP protocol, if you observe the second row, it will not change in between. So, they have asked one query. This is also very simple question. Which of the following fields of IP header are always modified by a router before forwarding? So, in the entire IP header, we know that TTL value is going to change. So, once TTL value is changing, we can say the header is changing. IP header is changing at every hop. So, since IP header is changing, we have to calculate the checksum. So, we are calculating the IP header checksum at the output interface of a router because TTL is changing. Once again, we calculate the header checksum at the input interface, okay, for verification. So, you can see they have given some options like one is TTL, okay, the other one is protocol, source address and header checksum. So, what are the answers for that? Which is going to change? TTL is going to change. But protocol field will not change. And here protocol means what? Protocol field. Okay, this cannot be the answer. Protocol field means you can see for ICMP the protocol field value is 1. Like that for different protocols from end to end that value will remain same. So, this cannot be the answer. Source IP also cannot be the answer because end to end the source IP and destination IP will remain the same, but MAC address will change at every hop. And since TTL is changing, so header checksum also going to change at every hop. Okay, so you can say this is also answer as it is a MSQ, like both TTL and header checksum are the answers. And here as per the given data A and D. Okay, okay, the options might be changing, but the values, what are the exact answers? One is the TTL, the other one is the header checksum. So it is a direct question. Okay. Yeah, third question is very simple. So they are asking regarding the CSMA by CD, that is the Ethernet. So for a basic idea, any station want to transmit before acquiring a channel. For acquiring a channel means collision should not happen. So the minimum time that is spent for acquiring a channel is TT will be equal to twice of PT. So as per that Ethernet, we can put TT is equal to 2 into PT. TT is means for transmission time, that is data size upon bandwidth, and propagation time, you know, it is length upon velocity, 2 into length upon velocity. So it is given that 2 into, so length is given as 500 meters as per the students given data we are writing, and velocity is how much, that is given 2 into 10 power 8 meters per second. Okay, so data size or frame size you have to calculate, and bandwidth is given as how much, 10 power 8 bits per second. So if you cancel these values, this 2 and 2 will cancel. So what is the answer? 500 bits is the answer. So all questions are direct questions they have asked. Okay, so this is the one more answer. This is regarding protocol what, IEEE 802.3, or you can also call it is the CSMA by CD. Okay, yes, correct. And the fourth query as for the information, it is regarding what, conjunction policies of TCP. So they ask this question, it is also a direct question. So what is this conjunction policies of the TCP? We know that when the things are going well, when there is no loss of data, you can straight away increase exponentially using a slow start. Okay, and using conjunction avoidance, you can increase linearly. But whenever the data starts losing, you have to identify whether it is a weak possibility or a strong possibility. If it is a weak possibility reduced to half, then you start applying linearly, applying conjunction avoidance. But if it is strong possibility, that means the global timer will expire. Then once the global timer expires, then you again should start with 1 MSS. Then again you have to apply the slow start algorithm. So here it is mentioned that the initial sender window size is 12 MSS. And it is also mentioned that after timeout. So once it is mentioned that it is after timeout, so is it a weak possibility or strong possibility? Strong possibility. Okay. So once it is a strong possibility of a conjunction, then you have to bring back the sender window size from this value of 12 MSS to 1 MSS and start applying the slow start algorithm. Okay, slow start algorithm. And in the case of slow start algorithm, what is the logic? The increase of sender window size is based on the acknowledgements. Since you start with 1 MSS, you can see here we start with 1 MSS. If it is safely received, you are going to get what? 1 ACK. It is mentioned that 2 segments are transmitted, we can say. So once you get 1 ACK, so what would be the next sender window size? As per the rules of slow start algorithm, the increase of sender window size is based on what? Acknowledgements. So you can see 1 plus 1, it is going to become what? 2 MSS, you can see. Now once again, when you transmit 2 MSS, okay, if the routers are not blocking your data, then you are going to get the ACKs. So here the concept that is involved is you are going to get the ACKs for every MSS you transmit. Since you transmit 2 MSS, you get the 2 ACKs. So now they are asking in the question, what would be the next sender window size, or you can say the third iteration they are asking. So what is the logic? The increase of the sender window size is based on what? The acknowledgements. You can say 2 plus 2. So what is the answer? 4 MSS. So 4 is the answer for this one. Okay. So now you can ask me like it is 12 MSS now, but you remember it is slow start algorithm. We start with 1 MSS, but the threshold value you will make it half now, it is 6. But it is only 4, it is not exceeding that 6 now, so you can continue. So for this one, the answer is what? 4 MSS. 4 is the answer for this one. Yeah, so for 4 questions, and in the 5th question, the content is not given correctly, but what is the concept behind in the 5th question is what? In the computer networks, whatever they ask. See, end to end, whenever you transmit, we observe that source IP and destination IP will not change in between, but the MAC address is going to change at every hop. So that is the reason in the network layer, we transmit the data with the help of what? IP address. So we can say according to that question, whatever the information is given, so the MAC is going to change at every hop. Okay, that is the 5th question you can say. And in the case of the 6th question, whatever the information we got, it is regarding what? Fragmentation. So basically we have solved many models of questions of the fragmentation. So they have given some information. Fragmentation of IP datagram is done only at source only, but it is not at source only now. It is done at the intermediate routers. When the packet size is more than MTU, it should be fragmented. So option A is false. You can say for that A is false because it is mentioned that the fragmentation is done only at the source. So it will be done at the intermediate routers when the packet size is more than MTU. Option B, it is telling that fragmentation of IP datagram is done at the router based. Yeah, it is true. So why at the router based means what? Just now I am telling that when the packet size more than M2, definitely it should be fragmented. And option C, reassembly of the fragmentation can be done at the routers. So C is what? False. So why C is false? Reassembly of the fragmentation can be done by the routers. Think logically. Once you fragment, again if it is defragmented at immediate router, again fragment, again defragment. So it indicates that processing time is increasing. So the basic idea is joining of the fragments only will be done at the destination. And we know very well, whenever the packet is fragmented, it can be further fragmented if a smaller MTU occurs in the network. So basically that is the reason here C is false, and the correct statement which is opposing to that C is given in the option D, that the reassembly of the fragments will be done only at the destinations. That is obvious. So we can say that D is what? True. So from this the options are what? B and D are true. So the whole idea of this problem is to convey that fragmentation will be done at the source along with the routers, and defragmentation or joining of the packets or the fragments or sub-fragments will be done only at the destination. So all questions are very easy ways. I got the information from the students. They have given us the solutions, and the same solutions I am also got them. Okay. So the next subject will be taught by the next concerned faculty. Okay. Thank you.
Hello students, hi everyone, myself Sagar Pingili, faculty made easy. I am here with computer organization and architecture questions, right? According to student memory based questions, here I have 5 questions in the subject of computer organization and architecture. So we will see the analysis of those questions, okay? Right, first question is, instruction format given in the following structure, that is instruction number, next opcode, destination, source 1, source 2. Yes, this is given, right? Fine. So instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 instructions given. So first parameter is the opcode, second parameter is the destination, and next one is the source 1, and the next one is the source 2. Very good. And the meaning is also given, right? R1 divided by R2, result will be stored into R3, like this. So source is the input, destination is the output. Okay, here 4 statements given, we need to identify the true statements. Identify the true statements. Right? So hope you did this question correctly in the exam. You please respond in the chat room what is your option. Okay, now see this. First statement, there is a WAW dependency on R3 between I3 and I4. This is the statement, WAW, okay, right after write, output data dependency. So here output register of I4 and output register of I3 supposed to be same. Then only output data dependency existed between the instruction 4 and instruction 3. But when I see the respective code here, I3 output register is R4, then I4 output register is R7. So these two registers are not same. Therefore, there is no anti-dependency between I4 and I3. So this statement is false. Okay, there is a WAR dependency on R3. We need to find out with respect to register R3 between I1 and I3. So if you identify the anti-data dependency, we need to compare the instruction J output register with the instruction I input register. When output register, input register both are same, then anti-data dependency will be existed, as you know that concept, right? Now verify I1 and I3. I1 output I3 output register is R3. Okay, then I1 input register R1 and R2. So there is no anti-data dependency between I3 and I1. So that this statement is false. Now there is a RAW dependency on R3 between I1 and I2. Okay, so instruction J input register, instruction I output register supposed to be same. Then only data dependency, true data dependency existed between the instructions. Now see the I1 and I2. I2 input register is R3. Okay, I1 output register is R3. Right. Now there is a data dependency existed between I1 and I2 with respect to R3. So C is correct statement. And fourth statement, there is RAW dependency on R3 between I2 and I3. Okay, so we need to identify the true data dependency with respect to R3 only. Okay, according to the student memory based question, they given this data. So according to this data, we need to identify the true data dependency between I3 and I2 with respect to R3. Now see this, I3, instruction I3, input registers R5, R6. Okay, instruction I2, output register R5. So these are not matching. Okay, with respect to R3 not matching. With respect to R5 there is a dependency. That means I3 data dependent on I2 with respect to R5. Okay, but what we need to identify? We need to identify the dependency with respect to R3. That's what this statement is false. right? So correct answer is C. According to this question, right answer is C. Please respond. How many of you given the right answer? C is the right answer. Clear? Very good. Next question. Yes, this is the next question in the computer organization and architecture subject. So here in the question, 32-bit instruction given. So instruction size is 32-bit. Already mentioned. This 32-bit instruction contain opcode, okay, addressing mode field, then register field, and there is a scalar operand field. Scalar of operand is nothing but a immediate constant field. Immediate constant field given, right? So here 16-bit immediate constant field already mentioned in the question, okay. Then number of registers are 16, so that 4-bit address required for register. Number of addressing modes are 8 addressing modes given in the question, so 3-bit. Then how many bits required for the opcode? Okay, so find out the opcode size. Opcode size equal to, after calculation, opcode size become 9-bit. When you know the opcode size, automatically we can find out the number of operations, okay. So number of operations in the computer is equal to 2 power 9, that is 512. So answer is 512. How many of you given right answer? Please respond. I hope you did it correctly. Okay, all right. Next question. This is the next question in the paper from the subject computer organization and architecture. Now see this. Consider non-pipeline processor. They given non-pipeline processor with a 2 GHz clock, average CPI of 6. It is enhanced. This is enhancement. Enhanced with, it is enhanced with 5-stage pipeline with the same clock. Consider 1 instruction per cycle. 20% of instructions have the 2 cycles of the control hazards, and 20% of instructions have the 3 cycles of the data hazard. We need to find out the performance gain, right? So very simple concept it is, you know already these pattern questions in our regular class, okay. So if you refer your regular notes, there you have these kind of the questions, right? Only data is changed and rest of the logic is as it is, right? Now come to the point, non-pipeline. So execution time of non-pipeline. So here number of inputs are not given, so n is equal to 100%. We need to take, okay, relative value. So here CPI into cycle time, this is the formula. CPI of the non-pipeline is 6 into cycle time, okay, 0.5 nanoseconds, right? This is the 3 nanoseconds. Execution time of non-pipeline 3 nanoseconds, right? Now come to the execution time of the pipeline, okay. When you see the execution time of the pipeline, on average every instruction taking 1 cycle, okay. Due to the dependency, there is a extra stalls present in the pipeline into cycle time. This is the formula, right? Because n is not given, so when n is not given, n become 100%. So this is a straightforward formula, okay. 1 plus 0.2, 20% of instruction creates 2 stalls plus 20% of instruction creates 3 stalls, right, into cycle time, that is 0.5 nanosecond. Cycle time is same in both the pipelines, right? So what is this value? Calculate this. This is 1 nanosecond only. After taking the calculations, this value become 1 nanosecond. Now we need to find out the performance gain. Performance gain is nothing but a speed up. S equal to execution time of non-pipeline by execution time of pipeline, right? So substitute the information, that is 3 nanoseconds upon 1 nanosecond. This become 3. So pipeline system is 3 times faster than non-pipeline system, okay. How many of you given right answer? Please respond in the chat room, okay. I hope you all are did this question correctly in the paper, right? Very good. Next question. Yes, this is the next question in the paper. See that largest representable data among single precision, all the single precision data elements. They given the single precision data. As you know that single precision data, 1 bit is used for the sign, 8 bits are used for the exponent, 23 bits are used for the mantissa. Okay, so here representable data or else largest data means after excluding the special exponents, we have the representable data elements. Okay, so maximum data be all ones, mantissa all zeros to all ones, so that maximum exponent is used for the special value, correct? So if you see this, the D option here, D option, sign is 0, be all ones, mantissa all ones, this is a special exponent. When it is a special exponent, okay, with mantissa all ones, this is called as the error. This is not a data actually, this is error, NaN, correct? Then what is the largest data possible? The next largest exponent, the next largest exponent is, you see this, C option, sign is 0, next largest exponent is this, LSB bit is 0, remaining all are ones, mantissa all ones. This is the largest representable data in the floating point format. That means after excluding the special exponents, you have the data exponents, representable data exponents. So when you see the remaining options, okay, this is not correct, this is not correct, and the last one is not correct. Correct answer is C. Largest representable data is C. Largest data is C. Okay, this is a direct question from the running notes. Everyone knows that. Okay, if you see your running notes, there we have a table which shows the special values, okay, representable values, minimum representable value and maximum representable value. Directly I gave the table. So from that table you may answer this question immediately within a less amount of the time. Okay, all right, fine. The next question in the computer organization subject given here, see this, it is a hard disk question. Okay, so here average seek time already given, so here average seek time is equal to 5 milliseconds. Okay, then rotational latency we need to calculate. Okay, what they mentioned here, 6000 revolutions per minute. Okay, so 6000 revolutions takes place in 1 minute. Okay, then one revolution takes how much time? Okay, do the calculations. So this become 60 upon 6000 seconds, that become a 10 milliseconds, right? Fine. In the question it is clearly mentioned that average rotational latency equal to half of the revolution time, right? One by 2 revolution time. Okay, this become 5 milliseconds. Is it clear? Right. First average seek time, then average rotational time. After that accessing time of the data. When you are verify the question, here we need to access the data, okay, from the disk. What data we are accessing? File. That file contain 3000 sectors. These 3000 sectors randomly distributed, randomly, not in a sequential order. Therefore we are going to calculate one sector accessing time, then multiply with the 3000. That is the logic here. Okay, right. So here when the disk is rotated once, one revolution time is required to cover one track. Okay, in one track we have a 500 sectors given there. Okay, then how much time is needed to access one sector. First let us calculate one sector accessing time. Okay, this is equal to 10 milliseconds upon 500, that is 0.02 milliseconds. Is it clear? All right, this is a calculated value. Right, now we need to calculate the total time. Overhead is not given, then apply this information in the formula. Okay, direct formula is T average is equal to average seek time, that is 5 milliseconds, plus average rotational latency 5 milliseconds. Okay, then transfer time 0.02 milliseconds, overhead 0. This is the accessing time of one sector. Like this, how many sectors we need to access? 3000 sectors. Okay, do the calculations and report the final value. What is the final value here? Final value is 30.06, right? Okay, right, this is the answer. How many of you given right answer? Please communicate in the chat room. Okay students, right, these are the 5 questions I received from the students memory based question in GATE 2024 from the subject computer organization and architecture. Thank you my dear students, thank you all.
हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैथमेटिक्स के क्वेश्चंस हमारे पास जो आए हैं वो 4 क्वेश्चंस हैं, जिनमें से पहला क्वेश्चन है ये इंटीग्रेशन का क्वेश्चन है, सिंपल इंटीग्रेशन। बेटा इट इज़ अ क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन। दे आर आस्किंग द वैल्यू ऑफ 0 से 2 fx dx, जबकि एक फंक्शन दिया है fx इक्वल्स टू 1 माइनस समथिंग। तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं आपसे पूछूँ f ऑफ 2 माइनस एक्स विल बी इक्वल्स टू 1 माइनस fx, इट इज़ गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन। नाउ इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दिस वन, बेटा इसकी एक प्रॉपर्टी होती है इंटीग्रेशन a टू बी fx dx इक्वल्स टू इंटीग्रेशन a टू बी f ऑफ a प्लस b माइनस x, मीन्स x कैन बी रिप्लेस्ड विद a प्लस b माइनस x, a इक्वल्स टू 0, b इक्वल्स टू 2, सो वी कैन राइट इट एज f ऑफ 2 माइनस एक्स डी एक्स और 0 से 2, बट f ऑफ 2 माइनस एक्स की वैल्यू क्वेश्चन में दी हुई है 1 माइनस एफ एक्स, तो ये आ गया 1 माइनस एफ एक्स इंटू डी एक्स। अब बेटा 1 माइनस एफ एक्स इंटू डी एक्स, यहाँ पे देखो 1 का इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1 इज x, और फिर अपर लिमिट लोअर लिमिट से 2 माइनस ये है 0 से 2 इंटीग्रेशन एफ एक्स डी एक्स, इट इज i, और इनिशियली भी ये i था। देखो ये वाला जो इंटीग्रेशन है इसको i ले लेते हैं, तो 2i इक्वल्स टू 2, सो द वैल्यू ऑफ i इक्वल्स टू 1, आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज 1। इट मीन्स ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन। सिंपल क्वेश्चन था बेस्ड ऑन प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन। मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। हाँ, ये आउट ऑफ सिलेबस है। सीएस ब्रांच में डबल इंटीग्रेशन यूजुअली होता नहीं है, इन्होंने आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन पूछा है, लेकिन फिर भी चलो डिस्कस करते हैं। अब नेक्स्ट ईयर से ये वाला चैप्टर भी आपको डिस्कस करना होगा, है ना। अभी इन्होंने फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसा गलत करा, नहीं करना चाहिए था। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वी कैन नॉट इंटीग्रेट e to the power y cube directly with respect to y. So in such type of situation we will use the concept of change of order of integration. Change of order of integration के लिए first of all the region of integration is bounded by the following lines: x equals to 0, x equals to a, y equals to square root of x upon a, and y equals to 1। बेटा ये पैराबोला है, it is a parabola opening rightward, पैराबोला ओपनिंग राइटवर्ड। तो देखें ये किस तरह का रीजन ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन है, और गिवन स्ट्रिप इज, बिकॉज y हैज वेरिएबल लिमिट्स, गिवन स्ट्रिप इज वर्टिकल। ये लगभग रफ पैराबोला है। बेटा जब आप इसको ड्रॉ करोगे, दिस पॉइंट इज P, और देखिएगा यहाँ पे x इक्वल्स टू a अगर रख देते हैं, पुट x इक्वल्स टू a इन दिस, यू विल गेट y इक्वल्स टू 1, तो y इक्वल्स टू 1 ये आ गया a टू 1, और ये स्ट्रिप आपको ये वाला रीजन दिया गया था। देखो y इक्वल्स टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ एक्स बाई ए से y इक्वल्स टू 1 तक, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ एक्स बाई ए से y इक्वल्स टू 1 तक. दिस इज द गिवन स्ट्रिप. बाय चेंजिंग द ऑर्डर ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन वी हैव टू परफॉर्म हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रिप. तो हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रिप सेम रीजन ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन में इस तरह से बन जाएगी. दिस इज कॉल्ड हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रिप इन दिस रीजन ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन. ये है हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रिप. लिमिट्स, वेरिएबल लिमिट्स आर फ्रॉम a टू 1. ये है तो x started from 0 or x equals to, on this curve the value of x will come out from this one, it is ay square, x equals to ay square, and on x axis y equals to 0, while on this line y equals to 1. So limits will varies from 0 to 1. So after changing the order of integration, given integration will become y equals to 0 to 1 and x equals to 0 to 0 to ay square. In this situation you have to first integrate x keeping y constant. तो y constant है e to the y cube और dy अलग कर दो. This is the procedure of solving the double integration. इसका इंटीग्रेशन आ जाएगा ay square, a कॉमन, इंटीग्रेशन y square e to the y cube और dy within the limit 0 to 1. अब बेटा यहाँ y cube को t रख दो, put y cube equals to t, then y square dy equals to dt by 3, ऐसा कुछ आ गया dt by 3. तो आ गया आंसर इंटीग्रेशन. बेटा ये वैल्यू हो गई e टू दी पावर t और dt by 3 0 to 1, इसमें फर्क नहीं पड़ा 0 to 1. इसकी वैल्यू आ गई a by 3 और e minus 1 आफ्टर इंटीग्रेटिंग, a by 3 e minus 1. लेकिन इसकी वैल्यू क्वेश्चन में दी गई है e minus 1. इट मीन्स द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस इंटीग्रल अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन इज e minus 1. ऑन कंपेयरिंग बोथ साइड a मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 3. तो यहाँ पर वैल्यू ऑफ a 3 होनी चाहिए. अच्छा NAT टाइप क्वेश्चन है तो a मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 3. दिस इज द आंसर ऑफ योर क्वेश्चन. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन चेंज ऑफ ऑर्डर ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन. आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन था, आया है, हमने बता दिया. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अच्छा प्रोबेबिलिटी पर, द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग डिस्टिंक्ट नंबर व्हाइल थ्रोइंग डाइस 6 टाइम्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टोटल आउटकम्स आर, बेटा टोटल आउटकम्स आर, यू आर थ्रोइंग द डाइस 6 टाइम्स, फर्स्ट टाइम, सेकंड, थर्ड, 4, 5, 6 टाइम, 1 2 3 4 5 6. first time how many outcomes are there? 6 outcomes. Each and every throw you have 6 possible outcomes. You are throwing 6 times, so the total outcomes will be 6 to the power 6. This is called multiplication rule, fundamental principle of multiplication. Now favorable outcome favorable outcome, beta favorable में कह रहे हैं the probability of getting distinct number. It means if at first position we have 6 possibilities, while at second position we have 5 possibility, 4 3 2 and 1 distinct number. In this situation you will get the distinct outcomes. It will be equals to factorial 6. So required probability equals to favorable upon total, beta factorial 6 upon 6 to the power 6. अब आप इसको सॉल्व करोगे, आपका आंसर आ जाता है 5 अपॉन, देखो टाइम वेस्ट करने से अच्छा है सीधे आंसर बताएं, 5 अपॉन 324. दिस इज द आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. मूविंग ऑन टू द लास्ट क्वेश्चन, दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. अच्छा हाँ देखो, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैट्रिक्स थ्योरी. अच्छा जिनको प्रॉपर्टी याद नहीं है वो कैसे करें? प्रॉपर्टी से तो पता है आंसर क्या है, प्रॉपर्टी याद नहीं है तो क्या करें? सिंपल सी बात कह रहे हैं, ए इज अ मैट्रिक्स ऑफ ऑर्डर n क्रॉस n. It is not possible to solve the question by using the order n cross n. We will take a matrix of order 2 cross 2. ऐसे ले लेते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए 2 cross 2. अच्छा लेकिन यहाँ देखो सिमेट्रिक वगैरह की बातें भी हो रही है ना, तो एक सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स ही ले लेते हैं जिसका ट्रेस आपका 0 होना चाहिए. 1 -1 2 और 2. दिस इज सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. अब बताइएगा ट्रेस ऑफ ए इक्वल्स टू 0, ये कंफर्म है. अच्छा बी कैसे मिला? बी इज ऑब्टेन बाय इंटरचेंजिंग एनी 2 रोज. लिखा बाय इंटरचेंजिंग एनी 2 रोज. तो इंटरचेंजिंग R1 एंड R2 इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू 2 - 1 1 and 2. नाउ इट्स ट्रेस इज, बेटा इसका ट्रेस क्या हो गया? ट्रेस ऑफ बी इक्वल्स टू 4. इट मींस इफ ट्रेस ऑफ ए इक्वल्स टू 0, ट्रेस ऑफ बी इज नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0. ये ऑप्शन गलत हो गया, ऑप्शन सी. देखो ट्रेस ऑफ ए 0 देन ट्रेस ऑफ बी 0, फॉल्स ऑप्शन. अच्छा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स बिकॉज इट इज सिमेट्रिकल अबाउट द डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स. यहाँ देखिए इंटरचेंजिंग रोज, क्या ये सिमेट्रिक है? इट इज नॉट सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. इट मींस ऑप्शन डी इज ऑल्सो फॉल्स, ऑप्शन डी भी फॉल्स है. अब देखिए डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए, इसका डिटर्मिनेंट क्या है? -1 -4 -5 एंड द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ बी इज 5. देखो क्या नेगेटिव साइन का सिंबल आ गया. तो डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ बी इक्वल्स टू माइनस साइन डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए. करेक्ट. इफ ए इज इन्वर्टिबल सो विल बी आल्सो. बेटा ए इन्वर्टिबल है मींस इट्स डिटर्मिनेंट इज नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0, इट्स इनवर्स एग्जिस्ट. तो इसका भी तो डिटर्मिनेंट नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0 है, बी इनवर्स विल आल्सो एग्जिस्ट. इट मींस ऑप्शन ए इज आल्सो करेक्ट. तो या तो आपको प्रॉपर्टी याद हो तो सीधे टिक लगाइए, प्रॉपर्टी याद नहीं हो तो 2 क्रॉस 2 से वेरीफाई कर लो, आंसर आ जाता है. इसे कहते हैं आंसर निकालने की टेक्निक ड्यूरिंग एग्जाम. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स क्वेश्चंस. नाउ सम अनदर फैकल्टी विल जॉइन यू. थैंक यू.
Good evening, students. Hope you did well in the exam. Myself, I am Srinivas Beti. I will be discussing the questions of the digital logic what we received from you, I mean from students. They are the memory based questions. We received 3 questions from the students. So let me start the first question. This question is basically related with the Boolean algebra and logic gates. In the question it is mentioned, we are having 3 functions f1, we are having 4 functions f1, f2, f3 and f4. This f1, f2 are the inputs to the AND gate, this f3 and f4 are inputs to this OR gate. The AND gate output and OR gate outputs are the inputs to this exclusive OR gate. The exclusive OR gate output is Y. So we need to identify what is the output Y of the circuit. What we need to find is what is the output of this overall circuit. So from the knowledge of the AND gate operation, from the knowledge of OR gate operation, it is possible for us to read what is the output from this AND gate, what is the output from this OR gate. So once we are having AND operation, it is intersection. So once it is intersection, whatever the combinations which are common among this F1 and F2, those common combinations are coming out from this AND gate. So if you compare the function F1 and F2, the common combinations which check, we are having this 3 is common among these 2 functions, 5 common, 7 common, 11 common and also this 13 common. So we are able to see this 3, 5, 7 and 13. They are the common combinations we are having among the F1 and F2. So if you name the output of this AND gate as X, the X minterms we are having as this 3, 5, 7 and 13. 3, 5, 7 and 13, they are the common combinations among the F1 and F2. And similarly, if you look the output of the OR gate operation is a union operation, so that what are the combinations which are present in the F3 and also in the F4, all those combinations are coming out from this OR gate. If you name OR gate output as say Z, Z minterms we are having as 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, 11, 13. 6, 11 and 13. So the OR gate output is having the minterms as 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 11 and 13. 0, 1, 2, 6, 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 11 and 13. Now coming to this output Y. The output Y we are having as exclusive OR operation between X and Z. The knowledge of exclusive OR truth table we know, whenever we are having among X and Z either this 1, 0 among this X and Z, we are having either 1, 0 or 0, 1, then only the exclusive OR operation between X and Z is giving the output is 1. Output is 1. Having this exclusive OR gate knowledge, you can see whenever we are having the same value among X and Z, the output is 0. Whenever we are having among X and Z different value, the output is 1. Having this knowledge, we are able to check here among this. If you see this, I think here we miss this 11 also there. This 11 also there, we missed here in the X. So we are looking here, this 11 and 13 are in both the places. So based on this, we are able to see here this 11 and this 13 are not present in the Y. They are not present in the Y. And the remaining, if you look here, Y will be having the minterms as 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. They are the minterms. You can see For example, 2 is min-term in the Z and it is the max-term in the X. So they are differ, so that the output is 1. And like this, if at all you are looking, whenever a combination of the min-term in the X and the same combination of the max-term in the Z, then only the output of the exclusive OR gate is 1. So based on that knowledge, we are able to see here the output, overall circuit output, the min-terms are 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So from this, we are looking here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So definitely this is one of the answer. It is a MSQ question. And we are looking other options here with the max terms. Suppose if you read the function in terms of the max terms, all the missing combinations here are the max terms. So the function basically we are looking on 4 variables. So total combinations are 16. So decimal numbers of these combinations, if at all we are looking, they are coming from 0 to 15. So missing numbers here are the max terms here. The missing numbers we are looking as 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So they are the max terms of this circuit or this overall circuit output. So we are looking here the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 are here. So based on this, the option A also correct. So finally the answer we are having for this question, for this MSQ question is A and C. A and C, these are the answers to this question. Okay, so let us move to the next question. The next question is based on the number system. So here a number is given, this number is 2 to 4 base of 5. So the same number, whenever it is represented with the radix of 7 or radix of 8 or radix of 16, radix of 10, which is coming to be true, is the question. So for this number, first we need to identify its equivalent decimal value. So all of you know well the number system. Here, if you look here, it is 5 to the power of 2, it is 5 to the power of 1, it is 5 to the power of 0. So based on this knowledge, quickly you can see here, it is coming to be 5 square into 2 plus 5 to the power of 1 into 2 plus 5 to the power of 0 into 4. So if you work out well, this is 50, it is 10, it is 4, so that the decimal value is 64. The decimal value is 64. So we are looking here, one of the option D, it is coming to be true. So which is equivalent, it is mentioned, so it is true. And suppose if you look here, this decimal number 1 to 7, its equivalent decimal value, if at all we are evaluating, it is coming as 7 square into 1 plus 7 into 2 plus 1. So if you work out well, it is a 49 plus, so 64, 49 plus 14 plus 1, it is coming to be 64. So that it is also correct. And similarly, if you look to this, this will be decimal 80. Once it is a decimal 80, it is a wrong. And if you look here, if you evaluate well, it is a decimal 64. So it is coming to be true. So that it is also a MSQ question. The answer we are having here A, C and D. These are the answers to this MSQ question. So second question also here, what we received from you, it is a MSQ question. The answer for this question is A, C and D. Let us move to the next question. The next question is very basic, simple question, but you need to be clear the statement what is mentioned here. Which of the following is incorrect? He is asking among the given expressions which is or which are incorrect, you need to identify. So if it is a MSQ question, which may be coming to be which are. If it is a MCQ question, only one of the option may be coming to be incorrect. If you look here, x and with 1 is x. So it is true. For the basic knowledge of the Boolean algebra, x r with x bar, it is true. 1 r with x, it is 1, it is true. X and with x, it must be x, but it is given as 0. It is given as 0, so that it is a false. So we need to identify which is incorrect. Incorrect is option D. So answer to this question is option D. So these are the questions what we received from you. So for these questions we provided the answers. So you try to message, if at all you identified any new question a part of this, you can message, we can discuss. Of course, we'll see later. So thank you, wish you good luck, all the very best.
Good evening all. Hope you have done your exam very well. So we got some questions, let us discuss. First one, compiler design. This is the grammar given, the number of items in closure of I naught comma s if it is passing by SLR parser. Okay. So it is easy without doing the anything, we can give the answer by looking at the productions. Here initially we get s dash drs dot s dash drs dot s. As dot of s, we have to write all the productions of s. So there are 5 productions, we write this one, this production we have to write. So I'll write all of them. S derives dot ss, s derives dot aa, s derives dot bac, and s derives dot bc, and s derives dot bab. Okay, and after dot a you have to add its productions dot d and hash, and after dot b we have to add its production also dot at the rate. So this is given as I naught. So what is the question here? This is I naught, the number of items in I naught comma s. Here if you go to this one, here s dot after s and dot after s, these two productions will come. So there are two productions, and so here if I go for expansion of this one, what we get? S dash there is s dot, and this also s there is s dot s. So dot after s, so we have to write every portion of s. S has 5 items, so those all 5 items will come, and after that again dot after a, you have to add a's production. A has 1 production, and here dot after b will come, b you have to write b's production also. Then total 9 items will be there. 9 is the answer. Let us check. Yes, there is s dot s, we have to write all the s productions dot ss dot aa dot bac and s derives dot bc and dot after a, and one more we have to write this one dot bab, the last item, this one. Okay, and dot after a we have to add its production dot d hash, and dot after b we have to add its production dot at the rate. So this is, now count this, how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 is the answer for this question. Okay, We'll go to next question. It is easy question. Match the following. Lexicon analysis gives you the tokens, and syntax analysis produce the parse tree, and intermediate code generation will give you abstract syntax tree, the representation, and code optimization is one constant folding is one technique. This is the match the following. Easy question, direct question. Okay, these are the two questions we got from the student database. So from comparison, now we'll go for the theory of computation. Okay, see here one question is given diagram. This is the diagram, and it is asked for the regular expression. Have you observed here? This is the initial state. Two final states are there. 2 and 5 are the final states. Okay, so it accepts epsilon, and also it accepts 0. Then we can go to, on epsilon we can go to final state. It accepts 0, or this epsilon 0 0, it accepts 0 square, or 0 0 then 0 then epsilon, it accepts 0 cube. Otherwise you can come back 0 power 4. This means this machine accepts any number of zeros including epsilon. It accepts only 0, 0 0 square, 0 cube, so on, and epsilon also. That is one. Otherwise, or here this is a final state. So how can we go to this final state here? So it is epsilon 0. Then we can take any number of zeros, means I will come to third state from 1. After that 0 0 0 0 0 0, like that we can take any number of 0 0, multiple of 00. Then we can go to the final state, or we can end with this 1 1 1 1, we can take 1 1 whole star. So this is also one the expression for the strings accepted by this machine. One is 0 star. Okay, other one is it can go to the final state, then it can take any number of 1 1. Otherwise we can go this way to this final state. How? This is epsilon then 1. Okay, after that 1 1 1 1, it is any combination of 1 1. So here finally the expression for this diagram is 0 star plus this one and plus this one. If I take 1 1 whole star common from this, what I get here? 0 followed by 00 whole star plus 1. If I take 1 1 whole star common, and here initially 0 star is there, na? So this is the answer for this diagram. So if you compare this one, the options matching is A. A is the answer for this question. Easy question. Okay guys, we'll go to next question. Here the grammar is given: S there is AS and AS, BS and C. Number of A's and B's, NA of W, NB of W, NC of W represent the number of A's and B's and C's and respectively in the string W. Then which of the following is true? So instead of going for the finding the strings, we will go for the elimination of the options. So if you go for this one, option A, NC of W equal to NB of W into 2, multiple of 2. Let us go for this one. Yes, there is AS, and if I eliminate this S, how can I eliminate? By substituting C. So answer is C. Here if this is correct, how many B's are here? How many B's are in this string? 0 B's. Then number of C's must be 0 into 2. So number of C's also must be 2. Must be 0. You understand? If I go for S D as AS and S place if I substitute C, the string we are getting is AC. Here number of B's are 0. Number of B's in this string are 0. If number of B's are 0, then number of C's must be 0 into 2. 0 into 2 is 0, na? But here we got 1. So this is not a correct answer. Next, NA of W greater than NB of W. NA of W greater than NB of W. If I go for, so you have to check all the options. Every possibility, if it is true, then only we can go for it. If I go for this one, here yes, I substitute C, and here also I replace with C. So here A's and B's are equal. You understand? AS, BS, CS will be replaced with C and AS will be replaced with C, AC, BC. Number of A's and number of B's are equal. Number of A's are 1, number of B's are 1. So how can it is true? So this is also not correct. So I am eliminating these options. Next, NA of W greater than NC of W minus 2. Minus 2. Let us go for this one. Yes, there is AS. Yes, there is AS. I'll go for AC, AC. I'll substitute this one only, AC, AC. If this is correct, this option is correct. If it is correct, here how many C's are present? How many? 1. So number of C's are 1. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, minus 1. So number of A's in the string must be greater than number of C's in the string minus 2. Are you following? I have taken AS, S place, I have substituted this string only I am taking. Here C's are 1, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So number of A's must be greater than minus 1. What are the string value numbers greater than minus 1? 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 has to be there. We don't get the 0 string. We don't get the number of A's with 0. So if I go for either this one, if I go for either this production or if I go for this production, always number of A's will be there minimum 1. So it cannot be true. So answer is this one. So instead of finding the strings, you go for elimination process, that will be easy. So answer for this question is D. Okay. Next. This one. B star, AB star, L1 has given some regular expression, L2 is given some W, A plus B whole star, such that modulus W less than or equal to 4. Here the question is the number of strings in L2 which are also in L1. So you need not to consider L2 here. What is L2 given? Here L2 given, L2 equal to A plus B whole star, A plus B whole star, such that modulus of W is less than or equal to 4. It will have all the combinations of A and B from length 0 to 4. It will give every combination of length A and B from 0 to 4. But L1 has some pattern is given. So L1 won't contain every combination of A and B. So here what are the strings in common L1 and L2? So instead of checking this one, only we consider this one. You understand? So what is L1 here? L1 is B star, AB star, AB star, because L2 is any combination of A and B from length 0 to 4, means it contains every combination of A and B of length less than or equal to 4. So here L1 is given, so L1 will not contain every combination of A and B. Okay, L1 contain length of from minimum length 1 to any number. So we will check only those are in L1. So every string in L1 also in L2 up to length 4. That is the reason I am leaving this L2. I am taking L1. So what is the smallest string here? The smallest string is, if I go for this B star epsilon, 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 the smallest string is A. Okay. Otherwise, I will take this as epsilon only, and I will take B star AB star. From B star AB star, what are the different strings we can get? One is A, already we have taken. So length less than or equal to 4. Length is 1. I can take BA, or I can take B square A, I can take B cube A as B star epsilon. So these are the strings we can get when from B star, BA, B square A, B cube A, or if you take this as epsilon, and from this we can get AB, AB square, AB cube. So length 0 less than or equal to 4. Otherwise we can go for BB, AB, and also BA, BB. So these are the possible strings when this is epsilon. How many strings we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strings, and one more string will be there. Let me check. BAB is also there. BAB also will be there. Length less than or equal to 4. Na? So length 1, length 2, I can take from B star, these are string, from B star this string, or BAB, BBAB, BABB. So total 10 strings, total 10 strings we can get, okay, from this option. If I take this one also, B star, B star, AB star, from this one we can expand any number of times. If I go for only one time AB star, AB star, I cannot take two times. If I take two times, the length will become more than, because we will get 5 years. 5 years is not the answer, na? So I will take only one time. Then what are the different possibilities? Here minimum 3 years will be there. 3 years is one string, which is not year. Otherwise length can be 4. So I can take B from this place, or I can take B from this place, or I can take B from this place, that is AA, BAB, sorry, BA, or I can take B from this place, then AA, this one. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and these are 10. Total 15 strings will be there in L1, of length less than or equal to 4, and all those strings also will in L2. So common string, they are asked for the number of string L2 which are also in the, means L1 intersection L2. So modulus, the cardinality is 15 is the answer. Okay, this is easy question, but you have to do carefully. Okay, that's all. These are the questions we got. Okay, I hope you have done very well. So hope for the best rank. I hope you will get a good rank. Thank you all.
hello everyone, hello. So hope you all done great for this exam, means noon session. So just please respond fast, please respond fast. Now we are going to see the memory based questions of DBMS and algorithm. Okay, share your thoughts and experience, share your thoughts and experiences. Okay. Good evening everyone, good evening, good evening. Hope you all done well, right. Okay, so one of the DBMS question, so we need to find the functional dependencies, we need to find the functional dependencies, so such that X is not empty, means not empty attributes, Y not empty attributes, X intersection Y should be phi, means completely non-trivial FDs. It means we have to find the fully non-trivial FDs, okay, of the attributes A, B, C, D. Non-trivial FD means if attribute A in the determinant side, the some other non-empty attribute set should be in the right side. Okay, the right side can be any non-empty subset of BCD. Any non-empty subset of BCD, that is become 2 cube minus empty set is not possible na. So non-empty set should be in the right side. So similarly B can be in the left side determinant, C can be in the determinant, D can be in the determinant. Four possibilities of one attribute in the determinant and three other attributes, subset of three other attributes in the determiner. Okay, so if A is the determinant, so total 7 possibilities. Okay, so 7 non-trivial FDs. Again B with the determinant 7 non-trivial, C determinant 7 non-trivial, D determinant 7 non-trivial. Similarly, two attributes in the determinant side. If AB in the determinant side, CD can be any subset non-trivial, 3 possibilities. Okay, and so A, like a 2 attribute selection, A, B, B, C, C, A, okay, C, D and all. So these are 4C2 selections, na? 4C2 selection, that means 6 ways. Okay, 6 ways of 2 attribute selection, that means A, B, A, C, A, D and okay, and so on. Okay, each of the A, B left side any non-trivial non-empty subset of other attributes C, D, 3 choices. Okay, next if A, B, C is in the left side, ABC in the left side, right side I have only one choice D. Okay, similarly 3 attributes in the left side means 4th attribute is the right side. These are 4C3 selections in the left side. 4C3 selections in the left side means 4 selection, each of the selection only one attribute in the right side. Okay, these are the total number of non-trivials, 28 plus 4, 32 plus 18. Okay, so 28 plus 4, 32. Okay, so 32 plus 18, 50, right? So 50 non-trivial FDs are possible, right? Everyone answered this one. 50 is answer. Okay, Manam Agarwal, right? Very less questions. DBMS given more questions only. Next, one more question. So if two relational, one person is there, database table person is there, so find minimum number of cross joins, means number of cross products. Minimum number of cross products required to find at least 3 persons from the same city. Okay, so we need 3 persons from the same city. Okay, so persons consist, so person ID as well as city, person ID as well as city is the 2 attributes, right? So combinedly key. Now, so at least 3 persons, okay, for the same city, P1, P2, P3 who belongs to the same city. Okay, so C1, C1, right? This kind of data records we want. Okay, that means there should be 3 tuples of the same set, there should be 3 tuples of the same set with city ID should be same, person ID should be different. Okay, so that means we need to cross product 3 tables of the person. Okay, so assume T1 is one instance of person and T2 is other instance of person and T3 is other instance of person, and make sure that all the 3 records, okay, city should be same, person ID should be different. Okay, that means T1 dot city, okay, should be equal to T2 dot city, okay, should be equal to T3 dot city, okay, and T1 dot person ID should not be equal to T2 person ID, okay, should not be equal to T3 person ID. I'm just writing to save the time. So but you have to do like T1 T2 equal and T2 T3 equal, T1 T3 not equal, T2 T3 not equal, like you need to write in detailed way. So the overall answer to this question is 3, right? So next one more question, please. This is direct question from the class notes, previously also direct question from the class notes, okay. Yeah, three instances we used, two cross products, number of cross joins are 2, okay, so number of cross joins are 2, okay, yeah, correct, okay, 3 instances of the data is used, number of cross joins are 2, okay, so the number of cross joins 2 times, number of instances, okay, number of instances is 3, right, okay. Anyhow, so now there is a relation, please answer this question, both silly mistake, okay. So see this one, read this question, make it fast, please give the answers. Right. So there is a relation of weak entity set is there. So whenever weak entity set is one of the end, always the scenario is same, okay. Whenever weak entity set is one of the end, always the scenario is same. Assume the weak entity set is the right side, okay, and this is the relationship set, also denoted by double line, okay. So whenever weak entity set is given one of the side, okay, so this participation at weak entity set side, must be total, this must be total participation, okay, it should be total participation, and participation at strong entity set side, okay, may not be total, okay, it can be partial, okay, so it can be partial participation, may not be total, it mean to say, okay. Now the mapping is one to many. Now what he is saying, that first statement, total participation both the sides is not mandatory, total participation must be at the strong side, means this identified side, owner entity set side is not required. No total participation of any side is false, okay, total participation must be at the weak side, okay. So made easy students, classroom students or prime students or quick revision students, please respond in direct statement in the class notes, okay, please give the response, right. So next one other question about the 2PL, if, okay, start locking, say about the 2PL protocol, just answer this question, okay, about the 2PL protocol, answer this question. Okay, so see, transaction can lock any number of data items in any mode until it makes the first unlock, okay. Transaction can locks the any number of data item, it can locks A or it can locks B in shared mode, or it can locks the C in exclusive mode, or locks the D in exclusive mode, something like that. It can lock any number of data items in any mode until it makes the first unlock. Any of the unlock, may not be first lock data item should be unlocked, any data item can be unlocked. assume this is the first unlock of the transaction T. Okay, this is the first unlock of transaction T. After first unlock of transaction T, no more locks allowed. No more locks allowed is the 2PL condition. That simple condition. Okay, so if starts unlocking, then cannot lock other variable is true statement. Okay, so 2PL not free from the deadlock. Deadlocks are possible. Okay, so deadlocks are possible in the 2PL. Assume that if T1 requested shared lock of data A and T2 requested exclusive lock of data B, okay, and maybe it is done the write operation and T1 may be done the read operation, and after that if T2 required shared lock of B or T1 other transaction required exclusive lock of A, so until the shared lock of B granted, it will not release B A, until exclusive lock of A granted, it will not release B. So both the transaction waiting for each other. Okay, it can form the deadlock. Okay, 2PL always serializable, that too conflict serializable. It is a direct classroom node statement. Okay, so a transaction always always the data item being read or write, just before the read or write has to be lock. Okay, but not required to be unlock just after the write operation or read operation. Not required to be unlocked just after write operation or read operation. Okay, so ABC are the true statements, right? ABC are true statements. Is it fine? Is it fine? So excellent signal. Thank you. Thank you. So everything from DBMS and algorithm came from the class notes. Okay. So end of the transactions and concurrency control. End of the transactions and concurrency control. So we gave one table, and that is also given quick revision course. Okay, quick revision course. In quick revision course, so some 4 or 5 tables from the transaction and concurrency control. Every question in today's class related to transaction management is directly from the class notes and directly from the quick revision course, right? So next let's move to the next question. Now this is about the file organization. This is about the file organization. Okay, which is our okay used for efficient IO scan order. For efficient IO scan order, sorted file is best. For efficient IO scan order, sorted file is best. Okay, so like a sorted file system is best thing for efficient. So there are two advantages. Sequential access is become easier. Okay, sequential access is become easier, and seek time also reduces. Okay, so it reduces the seek time. Okay, so I am not going in detail. Okay, so the sorted sequence of the file system is better. Physically sorted sequence, okay, is better for the access cost, IO scan order. How many are given correct answer for this one? See, sorted sequence is better. That is makes the clustered form. Okay, but he is saying unclustered form and heap form. Heap form is not good for the IO purpose. Unclustered either hash form, unclustered tree form is generally not good for the access. Okay, less access, right? How many are given correct answer for this one? Right. Okay, even if MSQ need not require to be have many answers. Okay, MSQ also can have one answer also, right? Okay, so once if any more conditions given in the question, so let me get the complete question. And after that we'll give the full explanation for this. Okay, so let me get the full explanation for this. Okay, so whatever little I received from this, because this kind of this kind of statement related questions might require proper conditions. Okay, what is exact condition? Is it efficient for only IO scan order? Is it efficient for something else statement? Okay, that has to be properly should be given. Okay, so once the full question comes, then we'll discuss more better way, right? Now then this is other DBMS question. This is directly, so no, answer this question. This is also direct acid rules question. Answer this question. Please answer this question. Right, okay, it is direct question from the acid properties. So the transaction has been successfully completed. It affects or persists in the database file. Okay, so it is about the crashing. It is about the crashing of successfully updated data. Crashing of successfully updated data should not occur. That is the concept of durability. Okay, that is the concept of durability, right? So everyone is given correct answer. So Arun, okay, please post your answers, okay. So you are not ready to listen lot of explanation as of now, because just exam is over. I am not giving much explanations and all, okay, just giving the briefly answer, and briefly I wanted to communicate with you, okay. So not giving much explanation, because just after examination maybe you are not that much ready to learn the new things, okay. So just to verification of the answer I am trying to do here. Detailed explanation in PDF form we will upload, as well as, okay, so you will also get the recorded video, okay. Now, so algorithm questions. Next subject, algorithm question. How many are answered this question? T of n equal to 5tn minus 1 minus 60n minus 2, n greater than equal to 2. If n equal to 1, 2. If n equal to 0, it is 1. Okay. So this is the recursion given. T of n equal to 5t of n minus 1 minus 60 of n minus 2. Okay. Right. So Praveen Kumar, Samar says Subham Mishra, Arun, Samar says C, and Samar says C. Convert this into generating function. If t of n minus 2 if constant, t of n minus 2 if you assume x, t of n is become x square. Generating function for this one is become x square minus, okay, so this plus this t of n is become x square, it is x and it is constant. This plus 5x is become minus 5x, and this minus 6 is become plus 6, okay. So the equal to 0. This is a generating function, okay. So for this one, and find the roots for this expression 2 and 3, right? Okay, x minus 3 multiplied with x plus x minus 2 equal to this expression. So roots of this is x and 3. So if for this generating function roots are x and 3, absolute solution T of n is two roots are different roots. The first root and second root, two different roots, okay. Constant multiplied with first root power n plus constant multiplied with second root power n. Okay, now to get the C1, C2 constants, we should use the base condition. Okay, see a T of 0 is 1, for n equal to 0, T of 0 equal to 1 for n equal to 0. So the n equal to 0 means, so T1 C1 plus C2 if n substituted as 0. If n for n equal to 1, so then this is becomes 2C1 plus 3C2, okay. This one, this value is 1, value is 2, right? T of 2 value is 2, okay. From this find the C1 C2 value, okay. C1 value is 1 and C2 value is 0, okay. Just calculate C1 C2 value. C1 value is 1, C2 value is 0. That means that C2 is 0. That means that this T of n is simply 2 power n. Absolute solution itself is 2 power n. Okay, absolute solution itself is 2 power n. Okay, so answer to this question is C. Okay, absolute term itself is 2 power n. Is it fine? So like a convert into generating function, find the roots because roots are different. Okay, so absolute solution T of n is constant multiplied with first root power n plus constant multiplied with second root power n, and by using this base condition compute the C1 C2, then you will get the real solution. Okay, so we use this form for this one, right? Is it fine? Everyone, I think most of them is given C. So if you stop solving here, if you stop solving here, it is misleading. Okay, 2 power n and 3 power n, it is looks like bigger one is 3 power n, but it is not like order of 3 power n because C1 constant value is 1 but C2 constant value is 0. Okay, so that absolute solution, real solution T of n equal to 2 power n only, right? Okay, next, this is one good question. And about the MSTs, number of minimal cost spanning trees. Post your answers, how many MSTs possible? Post your answers, how many MSTs possible? Number of minimal cost spanning trees. Question 9. Excellent signal is the name. Okay, good name. 9. Mayank 9, very good. Anuran also 9, right, very good. Okay, so see this first mean cost edge 1, all 4 edge weights 1 in the MST, all 4 edge weights 1 in the MST. Okay, these 4, because these 4 edges not forming the cycle, these 4 edges guaranteed in MST, right? Now, so we need next 2 more edges we required because total 7 vertices, we need 6 edges, 2 more edges required. We have to take the 2 edges of the edge weight 2. So out of 1 2 3 1 2 3, see, so total 6 edges are there. You can choose any 2 edges, but those 2 selected edges should not be this pair. Those 2 selected edges should not be this pair or should not be this pair. Okay, or should not be this pair. Okay, so that means among these 3 edges only one edge is allowed. Among these 3 edges only one edge is allowed. So here, okay, eliminated sequences are 3 here. Similarly, those 2 edges should not be these 2 also. Okay, similarly should not be these 2 also, and similarly should not be these 2 also. Here also one is allowed. Okay, so here also 3 selections are eliminated. Okay, so 15 minus 6, okay, 9 MST is possible, right? So everyone given correct answer, right? Next question. So I was received partial question, means may not be full question, because whatever the question, I feel like it's becoming very simple. So after I came to know the question is this much simple, I feel like I wanted to see a really this question or some modified question. Okay, so according to this given question, given a unweighted simple graph having all MSTs should be even weight. All MSTs should be even weight. To become all MSTs should be even weight, so all weights should have the even weights. All the graphs of the, because MST consists n minus 1 edges, okay, all n minus 1 edges summation, all n minus 1 edges which are not form the cycle, summation should become even. So that is possible if all edges are the even number of edges. Okay, so according to this given data, answer should be B. Okay, according to this given data, answer should be B. Okay, so let me see any more. Okay, so because why I am saying I wanted to verify correct question for this one, so after came to know this much simple answer, so I wanted to see what any other condition is there, because it's a memory based question. I can't give the 100% what is correct statement given in the question, right? So MSQ, so yeah, all edges of even weights. Okay, and all cycles have even weights. Okay, so every cycle if even weight, is not guaranteed that MST is, see, cycle is even weight. Okay, cycle is even weight. For example, this is the cycle is even weight, not all edges of the cycle. Assume that this is the 3 cost and this is the 4 cost and this is the 6 cost. Okay, so 3 plus 4, okay, 7 plus 6, 13. Okay, so R 7 plus 6, 13. If this edge weight is 13 plus, if I take 7, okay, 13 plus 7, the total is become 20. Okay, it is even weight only, but MST not even, na? MST not even. This edge is in MST, this edge in MST, this edge in MST. Okay, so all cycle have even weights, means cycle is even weight. I am not saying that every edge in the cycle is even. Cycle is even weight, may not be MST. No, that's what. Don't worry. Just let me read the proper question. Okay, it is not multiple selection. Na? If not a multiple selection, not a problem. B is guaranteed. If not multiple selection, not a problem. B guaranteed correct answer. Okay, so this C need not be correct. Some are saying all cycle have even weight. Okay, so if all cycle have even weight, that doesn't mean that MST is even weight, na? Because that maximum cost edge of the cycle, excluded by MST, so MST cost can become odd, even cycle cost is even. So we can't say it is correct statement. Okay, if it is only multiple selection question, then obviously B is the correct answer. Okay, so this is the question which I received. Just give the response. Is it correct question? So distance of an array is the number of elements B replaced to make array non-decreasing order. Number of elements replaced to array non-decreasing order is the decreasing. Okay, so means what are elements has to be replaced, how many element has to be replaced to become this array is non-decreasing order, means duplicate values can exist increasing order. Okay, to become non-decreasing order. Okay, so it is simple kind of aptitude kind of question. Okay, Raj says that, okay, see what are minimum element has to be replaced, the array should convert to non-decreasing order, means increasing order. So for this simple logic aptitude kind of question, simple logic. Okay, find the maximum possible subsequence, subset, means sequence of elements which are in already sorted order. For example, if you take the 2, 3, okay, 4, 6, these are already sorted order. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so these 4 elements in the sorted order. Okay, so is there any sub element which is more than 4 is already sorted order? Is more than 4 possible or not possible? You may have other possibility of 4 only. Okay, for example, if you take this 1, okay, so 1, 5, 1, 2, 2, 6. Okay, 1, 2 and this 2 and 6. Okay, or 1, 2, 4, 6 is also 4, means 4 elements already in sorted order, remaining, okay, so how many elements are left? Remaining 4 elements replace with the sequence order. Okay, replace this by 3 and replace this by 3, replace this by 3 and replace this by 4. Okay, so that means answer to this question, 4 minimum element has to be replaced to become non-decreasing order. That is called distance of the array. Okay, I thought you have to sort it. No, not like sorting, replace the element, make it the non-decreasing order, replace some other element, make it non-decreasing order. So this is all about the questions from algorithm and DBMS. So hope you all done great. So the means just wait for the response sheet for the more better way, then don't get panic, and those who done well, okay, so it is means say congratulations for those who are done very well in the GATE examination. In case those who are okay not well is all not up to the mark, okay, don't worry, okay, it's just an exam, just one more attempt. You can have a you can make one more attempt to get the good rank, okay. So no matter this year or next year when you get the GATE rank, so means lot of opportunities through MTech computer science in top colleges, okay. So it is the easiest path to join some top company, MNC company, 25 lakh 30 lakh package or plus package, okay, and that too it is not like very less admissions, okay. So we have approximately 4,000 MTech computer science admissions in top IITs and top NITs and top triple ITs for computer science related. All of them get the good ranks, good companies in the recruitment only, okay. Thank you all. This is all about DBMS and algorithms, the GATE 2024 session.
Hello dear students, so let's do the discrete mathematics questions beta, right. So I hope everyone wrote the exam very well, and now we are going to see some of the discrete mathematics questions which are on the memory based, right. Okay, now you can see there is a set A, here 1 2 3 4 and P is a partial ordered set on that, where P is given here, it is set of reflexive relations, right. It is reflexive relation, x related to x. So x comma x for all x belongs to A. So reflexive relations union, that is set of 1 comma 2 3 comma 2 3 comma 4 is that. So this is the partial order set is given here. Basically in partial order set by default the elements will have the reflex relation, right or not, reflexive property. So then the total number of orders, so orders on A, so that contains P here. So that is we have to find out. So total number of orders we can have from this. Just what we do is, once we can have the the graph of this particular partial order, so then we can have the order. Okay, let us take the diagram. So what is the diagram of the partial order? That is Hesse diagram. So Hesse diagram, if you take it here, so the elements of this one here, it is 1 1, right, and you take 1 and it is 1 is related to 2 and then here 3 suppose, and here you can see 1 is not related to 3, so I am taking on the same level. So then 3 related to 2 and then 3 related to 4. So this is the Hesse diagram for this, right or not. So now if you want to have the topological order, so in your DBMS subject you will do this in database management system. So you will do this kind of asymmetric graphs and then we'll do it topological order. right? So in this also same thing here it is. Now, so first you have to select the in degree 0 vertices. Actually you know that the direction is upwards, right? The direction is upwards in Hesse diagram, right or not? So now the in degree is here, in degree, whose vertex in degree is 0 here? It is 1. So you can take 1 here. So after deleting this one, so there is another vertex which is of degree in degree 0. So that is here 3. That is here 3. After deleting 1 and 3, so we are having the in degrees are here 2 and 4 only. So therefore here, and 2 and 4 are not connected, or so therefore we can take 2 4 here, or you can take it here 4 2 here, right or not? So then here we can write the 1 3 4 as this. If I write if I take 1 3 again here, so then 1 3 2 4 is one topological order, 1 3 4 2 is another topological order, right or not? So now what happens is, suppose if I start with 3, suppose when you take here, if I take the first in degree 0 vertex is 3, okay, so then I am closing this, then I will be getting the another in degree vertex is 1, and then after these two, so 2 and 4, then 2 and 4 are not connected, so we can take in these two ways. So totally the answer will be 4. So the total number of topological order for the given partial order relation is are 4, right? Okay, so the answer for this question is 4 beta, right? Yeah, let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question, right? Yeah, it was easy question, right? So in this question number 2, there is a one mathematical logic statement questions are there here, right? Logical statement question is that there is a statement P, fail grade, okay, can be given, and Q is a student's scores more than 50% of the marks. Which of the following logical expression for the given statement? So here there are different options are there. So for that, which is that? See here, it's a very simple statement is given. So we can easily write down this one into some logical expression. So you can see this. First of all, we identify that which connectivity is existing here, and what kind of statement it is, right? Is it conditional statement or conjunctive statement or disjunctive statement or biconditional statement? Let us see this. See here, fail grade can't be given. So here fail grade can be given is P. So can't be given is negation P, right? So it is negation P, right? It's negation P. Now when? So yeah, when, okay, let us discuss when later, right? When this statement is what? Student score more than 50% of this. So that means it is Q here. It is Q here. Now beta, अभी हम लोग ये समझेंगे, ये अगर ये statement B समझो, A समझो, when B. So suppose I write here A when B. So what is this other means? So this same statement we can study in different manners. In logically we can read in different manner, like A when B means if B then A, right or not? So that means it is if B then A. So that means it is B to A, right or not? It is B to A here. So the same way here, so this one is here Q, right or not? So Q. So now it is when, it is when, it is when. So therefore I can write this one as Q conditional, right? And then A means what here? Negation P. So Q conditional negation P is option D here, right? The next point. Very easy question or not? Now look at this one is the chromatic number of the following graph. The chromatic number of the following graph means here, let's do this way. सी बेटा, यहाँ पर बहुत सारा कॉन्सेप्ट्स अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये ऐसा पढ़ाना है, ऐसा पढ़ाना. सी इन ग्राफ थ्योरी देयर आर मेनी नंबर ऑफ वेज यू कैन गिव द आंसर फॉर सर्टेन क्वेश्चन हियर, बिकॉज वी कैन कनेक्ट विद सो मेनी टॉपिक्स, राइट? बट chromatic number is nothing but the minimum number of colors which we can assign to the vertex such that no two adjacent vertices will have the same color here. Suppose how many vertices are there here? So this one 1 2, right, 3 4 5 6 7 8 right? So 4 and then here, sorry, yes. So here you can see this 4 and this side 4 vertices are there, right or not? Now let's assign the colors here. Let's assign the colors beta. So यहाँ पर अगर मैं green color लेता हूँ, if I take the green color here, okay, then I cannot assign the same green color here and same green color here, but I can take the green color here or not, okay? If I take the green color here, so then I cannot take the green color here, or I cannot take the green color here, but I can take here also I cannot take the green color. So now what happens it is, so now it's going to be, in this case, suppose if I take the blue color here, if I take the blue color here, right, blue color here, so then this is also can be taken blue color, right, and then this is also can be taken as blue color, right, and this is also can be taken no blue color, it's not blue color, it's not connected by it, but it is connected by green, it is connected by green, right or not? So it is also can be taken as blue color here. But now, so here I can take, what is this? Can I take the green color here? Yes, I can take the green color here, right? But now here I can take the green color here if this is the case. See, GB and this is GB and BG, and here we can have what? So this is cannot be B, right? And this must be G only. So it is can be taken as green color here. It can be taken as green color here. But if this green color is assigned to this, so then we have to take the new color here. So then we can take the other color that is of some, I think there is no edge beta इधर, यहाँ पर कोई edge नहीं है as per this one. If there is no edge in this, so then we can take, एक minute, there is a small mistake in this, just I will tell you. This edge is not there, okay, this edge is not there here. So based on the memory we have taken this. So now in this case, so you take it here one more green color, right or not? So one more green color is taken here if there is no edge here. So now you can see that totally the chromatic number of this graph is here, the chromatic number of this graph is mean 2 here. So there is a minimum number of colors can be assigned here 2, okay. So this is one thing. So there is a small change in this graph, so we can understand that. So next one here, this one. Now my dear students, so there is one point here, according to this, as per the given data, so we can say like this, if A is the adjacent matrix of the given G, then A is own inverse. A is own inverse means what here? So that is nothing but A square is equal to I, right or not? So that means A is equal to A inverse. A is equal to A inverse here. A is equal to, yes, graph में थोड़ा फर्क है. So graph में थोड़ा फर्क है बेटा. Yes, A is equal to A inverse here. If A is equal to A inverse is there, so a small example I can take, that is a identity matrix here. अगर मैं identity matrix देखता हूँ ना, अगर मैं identity matrix को देख सकता हूँ यहाँ पर, right, identity matrix 1 0 0 1 is there. So this is having this own inverse. If this is the matrix, so we can say V1 V2 V1 V2 here, right. So in that case you can say there are two vertices, so it has a self loop and it has a self loop here. So this is V1 and this is V2. So this can be a graph, so this is wrong, and A is a perfect matching in D. So perfect match का मतलब क्या है? Degree of the vertex must be 1 in every degree of every vertex must be 1 only, but this is the degree 2, this is the degree 2, so it cannot be a perfect match. So complete graph हो ही नहीं सकता है because they are not connected here. So only answer is B. Okay, so that's it guys. So these are the questions from the discrete mathematics side. So I hope all of you have written this examination very well. So if you are not followed this, please understand where you have mistaken, but still there are, these are all questions are memory based here. So just wait for the question paper to come, some more accurate questions you can see and more accurate answers. So no need to get disappointed if you are not written properly. So you can prepare for the next year and get a good rank, okay. And always we learn from the mistakes, so we should take care of our preparation. So as long as we are in the process, definitely one day we will get the success, okay. So this is just I wanted to say from my side. So I hope you have got the entire solutions of all the subjects from Made Easy. So that's it guys, and wish you all the best, and be tuned to Made Easy. That's it beta.